Hi, everybody. Okay, well, Merry Christmas, first of all, to the people who celebrated their Christmas Day yesterday. Oops. It wasn't my Christmas, but I still celebrated it. I celebrate all holidays. Why not? I'm used to celebrating. Oh, I'm used to celebrating this Christmas because, as you know, I used to live in UK for many, many years. So I'm kind of used to it. And even though it's not my Christmas, I consider it as my Christmas. So I have two Christmas, one in December. Do you know, I don't like this saying, like, I don't like this thing. How shall I make it look a bit nicer? My lighting is crap too. Yeah, I have two Christmases, December and January. So, anyway, right. So, today I wanted to talk about how to attract women. So, I think this live is dedicated for you, boys, for you, men. I think I've had a number of requests, a number of questions and comments on my channel about about Russian women, Latvian women, Eastern European women, UK women, how to attract women. So I almost feel like, oh, is this a topic that like people want to know from my side? And my audience are is 65% men. So kind of makes sense for these type of questions from the boys. And I get a lot of requests on Instagram as well. Like, oh, where shall I go to meet a woman? Or, do you have any single friends? Or what do Latvian women expect or prefer, and blah blah blah. Anyway, I think I've got 5 people here now. Four. Someone's just dropped. You decided to change your mind. You don't want to know about this. I just said hello in the chat box. So obviously, guys, I'd like this live to be a two-way conversation. So not just me presenting and talking to myself. I would like to, receive questions from you, comments, observation, maybe your opinions. Of course, it depends who's going to be watching. Oh, hey, Razvan, Popa. Do you know what, Popa? In Russian, it's ass. Not saying that you're an ass. It's like Popa. It's a bottom. It's a bottom. So it's in Russian. So funny surname you have. Yeah, so I'd like it to be two-way conversation, two-way discussion. Of course, I'm going to talk from a woman's perspective. I'm going to talk and share opinions and views that we women discuss amongst ourselves, like what we prefer from men. Of course, you boys probably have a completely different view. But I feel like if you want to pull a woman, that you should really listen to a woman, you know, of like what she wants, not what you want. Do you know what I mean? Russian girls are easy to flirt with. Ha ha ha. Maybe easy to flirt, but not easy to get laid. Do you know what I mean? Oh, hi, Simon. Merry Christmas, darling. Is that the Simon that I know? I think it's the Simon that I know. And hey, Alan, how are you, darling? Some familiar faces here today. Yeah. So, guys, I think we should start. It's 4 minutes, so I've waited for a few minutes. Like I said, please throw your comments. Oh yeah, hey. So here's you. Hey, 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 darling. Actually, Simon is the guy who I'm. How did I meet you? I don't even remember how I met you, but you came to Thailand and we trained together. So that's how I know Simon. So I've actually met him in real life. Ow! And you brought me tampons. Can you remember when you said, "Oh, what do you need from UK?" I was like, "Can you bring some tampons?" And I remember us sitting in a restaurant and you pulling the bag with tampons and all sorts of stuff. It was funny, but that's what I want. That's what I needed, because in Thailand you can't find nice tampons. They're all crap. So Oh, anyway, that's how, guys, I know Simon. So Simon Tasker, that's the guy who brought me tampons from UK when I was in Phuket, which is very nice and very thoughtful. And actually, these, um, I'm just glad they never searched my case at the airport. Yeah, can you imagine? You've got a full like half case full of lady stuff. What would they be thinking about you? Anyway, well, this leads me nicely into our conversation. I think being caring, considerate, and generous is something that we women look for. I'll give you some examples where I've dated, and I'm going to talk about my experience and experience of some of my girlfriends, where we would date a guy who is very wealthy, that could easily afford most things, but they would just not be generous. Not generous in a way that, you need to bring me flowers that cost £300. Absolutely not. You can buy me a chocolate for £1, and do you understand? Like, in a way, it's like thoughtful. So yeah, so I think caring is a massive thing. I certainly look for that in a man, and I want to start with confidence. So I will give you an example where we girls laugh that when we travel in Europe, we never get approach, and you could see a man fancies you or likes the look of you. Let's say you were in the bar or you in the restaurant, and you could see men looking, and I'm talking about Western men. Yeah, this is what we've experienced. But very rarely they would come and approach you. And we always talk with girls and think, but why is that? Why an asshole in Latvia? When I say an asshole, like a guy that literally, like, you just think, darling, have you seen yourself? They would come up to you and approach you. And then the nice men that actually we would consider, we would like for them to approach us, they don't. But then they look at you and you could tell they like you. So this makes me feel like, why are they not confident enough? Is it the fear of being rejected, right? Where the Russian guy wouldn't give a shit. They would just come up to you and say, hey, like one example, I do a lot of steps. We walk with my girlfriend. So, and you could see the men checking us out when we're walking in from the cars. Nobody ever stopped and sorry, nobody ever stopped and asked for a phone number or said, "Oh, girls, do you need a lift?" Blah blah blah. And then we have this guy on the bike, literally, like the jacket is all open, like open. You could tell he's either on drugs or drunk or, yeah, not the guy that I wanna be approached by. He literally approached us and said, "Oh, do you have Instagram?" We both like, "No," even though we do have Instagram. But this is just the point that I'm thinking, like, I'm sort of like talking loud, thinking, why the nice guys don't approach, and then some idiots that, like, not being big-headed or anything, but we are not in his league, they would have balls to come and approach. So to summarize this, okay, guys, you've got to be confident. You've got to go and approach. So if you see a woman, don't be creepy. That's very important. Don't be the creepy guy, you know, but go and approach. I don't know, get a drink. Let's say you're in the bar, then just get a drink. Ask a bar guy, say, "Oh, look, what is she drinking? Can you get a drink?" And then say, "It's from me." Something like that, that always works a treat. Or if you are a group of guys, oh, hey, Chris, I'll read your comment in a minute. Like, if you're a group of guys, let's say there's four boys, and you see a table next to you or across the room in a restaurant with lovely girls that you want to either join them or invite them to join your table, not necessarily to go and do funny business afterwards. You could just have a nice conversation, like, you know, just have beautiful women in your company. Why not? Send them a bottle of wine, send them whatever, that doesn't cost that much. Like in Latvia, it's 20 euros, a nice Prosecco bottle. But this gesture would really, you know, put you in a good light. So that's always a good start in my point of view. And like, don't be afraid to be rejected. This is what I don't get. Why do men feel or afraid to be rejected? What's the worst that can happen? Let's say you see me across the room, you come up and you say, "Oh, how I," don't ask for a phone number, because I'm not going to give you a phone number. I don't know who you are. Like, why? That's too much. Don't ask for a phone number. But you could just talk, say, "Oh, what you doing?" Ask casually where she goes, what she does. If you're in the same town, I'm sure you're going to cross path again. If she goes to a certain gym or whatever, you can find a lot of information. You can ask a name, whatever. I mean, don't ask a surname, but you can find people, especially now with social media, people tag places, people put pictures showing locations, so you can search and you can get her details if you really, really want to. Um, and yeah, do it casually, don't be too full on. Don't go straight all gun blazing, because that could be off-putting as well. Like, women want to know that you like us, but not too much. you know Step by step. And talking about rejection, actually, I haven't finished my thought. Surely you want to find out straight away if there's gonna go somewhere or not. Because if you're not your type, if you are not her type at all, and she makes it very clear that no, it's not going to happen, and you can't sort of, she's not flirting with you or whatever, then why why would you not want to find out now and then move on and switch to another woman? Like, why wait or miss an opportunity? Because a nice woman, like my girlfriends, we never approach men. Like, I would never approach a guy. I want guy to approach me. So if I'm not approaching the guy and a guy is standing there thinking, "Oh, she may say no to me," then how is it going to happen? It's never going to happen you know and what I find as well, the guys that are actually quite nice guys, they the ones that don't never approach you. It's the idiots that approach you all the time. Like, I get messages on Instagram saying, "Can we go out?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, first of all, I need to know what you look like." And then they would send a picture and I'm like, no disrespect, like, I don't want to be rude or anything, but I'm like, no, like, absolutely not. And then the nice ones, they would watch my stories for years and never ask me out, and I'm like, why is this like this? Like, why you feel so scared to approach? I don't know. Let me know, guys. Let me read some comments. Chris, what signals do women give off that they want to be approached? Like, I would look at you, I would smile, you would see me, if I give you eye contact, I look at you, for sure. Plus, just test the water, go and approach. If you get a really, like, straight, like, no, you would know, then you back off and that's it. Do you understand what I mean? But I think, Chris, do you not do you feel like you can't understand if the woman wants to be approached? I don't know. Like, I know I don't give a very approachable vibes when I'm out, or especially with my girlfriends. I want to talk to the girlfriends. But if the guy, kind of casually approached or gave a compliment on, you never know. I might change my mind and be like, "Oh, he's actually quite nice." I don't know. Hey, Fox Trotter. I don't approach a woman until she gives me a clear signals. Okay, quality guys have self-esteem. Don't want to be rejected every time. No, listen, very good point about self-esteem. But a nice quality woman would not approach a guy. Do you understand? So you're just going to be in that position that nobody approaches anybody. Also, if the guy doesn't have balls to approach me, I don't want the guy like that, because I want my guy to be brave enough and to, take it on the chin. If I say no, like F off, then that's fine. Do you understand, Gul Terry? Do you understand what I'm saying? So, if you always, it's not about self esteem, it's about confidence. It's about having confidence. Be okay. She says no, that's fine, no problem. But if you sitting there waiting for a woman to be approached, it ain't gonna happen. This is what I think. How to attract a good guy, Nat, in your opinion? How I should attract a good guy? I don't know. Don't ask me. Ask the guy. I'm here. I want to talk about how what you boys should do to attract a woman or to pull, let's call it a pull, not necessarily to go and have sex, but to, like I said, you need to be confident and don't be afraid for her to say no. She says no, fine. You don't waste time, you move on. To be honest, I would go and make a second attempt as well, because sometimes I may say no, and because I'm not in the mood, or because I'm on a period, I feel fat. So I might say no. Try second time and do it softly. uh, do it softly. And people sometimes say, "Oh, I need to always ask her for a dinner." No, a nice coffee could be a good idea. Just say, "Oh, look, let's go for a coffee." It doesn't have to be a fancy dinner. Like, start slow. Don't be it doesn't have to be anything super glamorous, super luxury. It could be a nice walk in the park with a coffee, and do it slowly, step by step, because sometimes we women could be we don't get me wrong, we want to be chased. Yes. But where I've been before in a situation where I'm like, "Oh, why is he not chasing me?" Then he starts chasing me. I'm like, "Well, I'm not interested anymore. He's chasing me too much." I mean, we women are crazy features. Like, yeah. Anyway, let me read some more of the comments. "I don't care if I get rejected, it's a part of the game." Exactly, UK Big Boss. That is a part of the game. It's a gamble. You win, you lose. What I'm saying, I'm referring to those guys who sit in the bar, clearly liking me, but ain't approaching me. You need to go and approach. Okay? You need to go and approach. Right. A lot of men have very fragile egos. Getting rejected by a woman is extremely painful for a lot of men. Chris, I get that. But this is why I'm doing this live, to teach you and coach you guys. Let me check out my hair quick. To teach you and to coach you of things what you should do and should not do. And sitting there waiting for a woman to come and approach you, you already fuck like messing it up. You switching roles, and then you want somebody feminine. A feminine woman wants to be approached by a man. She's not going to go and approach you. I'm talking from my experience. I've never ever approached a guy. I may smile, I may flirt, I may, yeah, look at you, but I'm not going to go up and say, "Oh, can you give me your number, please?" Or your Instagram. So, yeah, smile, eye contact, be friendly, and go acro. Be friendly, polite, cautious, and respectful of the lady. Yes. Hey, Naya Brandt. Hi, yeah, hi, darling. It's my friend Naya Brandt. If I approach 10 women a night, oh, you're a busy guy. Look, if I see UK Big Boss, if I see you approaching 10 women, then I also would not like you, because I don't want a guy who just trying to get with anybody. I want to feel and understand that you want me. You don't just want a woman or any woman, or sometimes when guys just want any relationship, it doesn't matter with who. I want to know that you want me. Do you understand that I'm the special one? So you need to make us feel special without being creepy and over the top. Yeah, when the guy is creepy, that's very off-putting, because then I just want to run. I want to run. Um, so there is that balance where Give a compliment, but not too much. Also, this is another one. Don't talk too much. I honestly, when the guys talks too much, I don't like it. I've been before where I'd go on a date and he tells me his life story. I'm like, mate, like chill out. Let's have a I don't know if maybe the guys just want to tell me everything of how amazing they are and what they've done, and I'm just thinking, wow, you talk so much. Imagine living with you. You drive me insane. And then other people say, "Oh, but they're not like that." I'm like, "Oh, is that because they're nervous around me, and that's why their mouth don't close, and they just want telling me everything." Um, ask questions. It needs to be a dialogue, not you presenting or me presenting. Um, yeah, never talk about your exes. That's very off-putting. Also, be positive about your exes. If the guy slag off the exes to me, I already don't think like good things about this guy, because I'm like, okay, today he's slagging her off, tomorrow he's gonna be slagging me off. So, do you understand what I'm saying? Mm, where did I say? Yes, it's a number game, probabilities. Hold on a second. If a woman gives me a clear signal, then the probability of being rejected is low. True, but sometimes I may also feel shy. I don't want to stand like I have some women, my friends, who are proper exhibitionists, that they would stand like this, they would give these eyes, kind of like, yes, come take me. I'm not like that. I'm a bit more shy like that. I don't want to show all my femininity. So you, Ghoul Terry, may not even recognize that I like you, because I'd feel shy. Rally really travels. Oh, you've just given me $5. That is so nice. Oh, this is so lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to treat myself for a lovely coffee. Thank you. I appreciate for your donation. Very, very nice. This is another thing. Here we go. This is a prime example. This is excellent. Actually, I'm glad this has happened. $5 is nothing. Everybody has $5, right? Everybody. But it's the gesture when you think, oh, that's nice. It's a small, what's this? It's a small little gesture that means a lot. We women, we read into small things. We analyze small things. Also, for you guys, sometimes men say, oh, but how would I know? What right, first of all, you open your ears like this. We women, we talk a lot, true, but we very often say what we want. You just need to write it down. Write it down. I know with men, it goes in one ear, comes out in another. But if you really listen, we would tell you what we want. I was actually having a conversation with my girlfriend, the Naya brand, earlier today about gifts. When men that you date, they give you the gifts that you don't want and you didn't ask them. And I just think, why do men do it? I tell you what I want. I would say, I like flowers. Write it down in your head. Next time something is coming up, get her the bloody flowers if that's what she wants. Do you understand? Right, let me read a little bit more. I find it hard to know what to say and get stuck in my head. Okay, I'm going to talk about that now, Chris. Does it matter what you say, or is more about the vibe? Both. It does matter what you say, because if you talk shit, I'm thinking, oh my God, he's boring me. Like, wake me up. You need to have a charisma for sure. You need to have a charisma. Smell means a lot, guys. That's always a winner. By the way, are you making notes? You should make notes as we speak, because I'm talking about a lot of different random thoughts in my head. um But all of these things, it's a simple things, you know, spraying aftershave, that takes 2 seconds. So if you go in and approaching a woman or you're going out, smell nice. Us women, we like a guy to smell nice. You know, I get turned on. Literally, I'd be in a shop and I'd be like, "Well, where's this guy?" Do you know, or I would walk with my friend and then a group of men would pass and one of them would smell really, really nice. I want to check them out. So smell is key. Not key, it's important. We'll talk in a minute about what to say. Okay, it's very important to watch what you say because we women, we are judgmental. We are judgmental. We would listen to you. Like I said, we pay attention to details, not like you guys. You would notice my boobs, and that's about it. You know, you wouldn't even notice what I'm wearing. We women, we would notice everything, literally everything. Your smell, what you're wearing, when was the last time you cut your nails, you know, what car you drive, how do you speak to someone on the phone, when the waiter comes up, how do you speak to staff? That means a lot. How you treat the staff, that's how you're going to treat me. You know, we pay attention to so much, it's unbelievable. So in the first couple of meetings, you really need to be watching what you're saying. I'm going to give you a simple advice, guys, how to not fuck this up. And I think I deserve a praise from your side. And by the way, whoever is joining this live, please subscribe to the channel because otherwise I'm giving you all these examples, all these very valuable information, but I'm not getting anything back. Of course, thank you, really, really, no, really, Riley Travels for the donation. That is a form of gratitude. But for all the other ones who don't want to donate, please at least subscribe to the channel, at least. um, so, what you need to do, if you don't know what to say, you just shut the fuck up, okay? You don't say anything, and you ask her questions. Not too many questions. For example, oh, you know, what do you do for a living? Okay. Oh, tell me about your family. Ask a little question there. She might ask you a question. You respond. Don't go forever. Don't take half an hour to respond to the question. You know, make it a little bit short. This is in the beginning, guys, okay? Because later on in a relationship, we want you to be more open. This is where we women are such a complex creatures. In the beginning, we want you to shut the fuck up. And then we want you to be more open and more sensitive and and tell me exactly how you feel. So you need to test the water as well because everyone's different. But what always work, Chris Parker, ask questions. Don't know what to say? Ask questions. Let her speak. Yeah. And then you will know what she wants to talk about. What else? It was my last $5 bank balance and zero now. Oh, don't make me feel guilty now. But I do really appreciate. So the lady has to stand out for me that I don't see any other women around when I see somebody who I like. Listen, look and observe for ladies' needs. True. Like the video, guys. Thank you, Project Pinot. Like this video or share because you know you can. I think you can invite people to join this live by sharing it. But Alan, I would pay attention to what you would be wearing. Look, sound, not looking at your boobs, whilst be making notes of what the lady like and loves. Alan, you might be an exception. Most men they would be looking at the boobs. Maybe you're not looking at the boobs, but majority of men would be checking out ass, legs, and boobs. By the way, guys, what is more important for you? UK Big Boss is laughing, taking a piss out of Alan. What guys? Tell me in the comments: boobs, bum, or leg? Legs, not leg, not one leg. Legs. Oops. What do you go for? If I was a guy, mm, for me, legs and bum. Boobs, I don't really care. I don't like big chest. Yeah. For me, I think legs and bum. Boobs, okay. What size is a good size, by the way? For me, C, D. I think C is a nice size, not too big, not too small. Um, I'm gonna show the comment from Big Boss. Boobs as well. Ooh. Project Pino, boobs reminds me of mother and aunt. Do you know what? That's what they say. That we feed the breastfeed, obviously kids, and then the boys they still want boobs. A booby. Oh, hey, Snezhna. That's a woman, by the way, Snezhna, but she's also replying. Face and boobs, you think? I'm just showing your comment because it was held for review. Alan, you being boring. Face, eyes, and legs. Are you telling me you're not checking out boobs and ass? Come on. You're talking shit, I think, Alan. I'm checking out ass. Okay, ass. Yeah. So you see, we've got kind of a bit of a mixed bag. Yeah. So UK Big Boss, what's that? Eyes? Yeah, I think for me, ass. Because don't you think most sexual position kind of happen? Oh, actually, no, you do see boobs a lot as well. Yeah. Yeah, I like legs as well. When a woman wears a nice skirt and you could see like feet. Simon, what do you mean feet like the toenails and stuff? So she can have an ugly ass, no boobs, horrible legs, but if she's got a nice feet, then you'd go for her. Is that what you're saying? I'm sure that is not the case. Right, what else? Let me do my hair like this again. We're going out for a girls' dinner tonight. So I'm trying to make sure my hair stays like this when I go out. Right, Johnson's face, bum, and legs, then boobs. So face number one. Okay. And when you say face, what is it? She needs to have nice lips, good teeth, a bone structure, or eyes. When you say face, what exactly with a face? But the right woman can pull it off to make me change my order. Ooh, okay. If they have a nice feet, then they tend to be tidy. But what about like I have massive feet, like huge, but I think I'm still an attractive woman. Naya Brand, I don't know what to wear for dinner. Nat, I'm wearing this. So let me know what you think. This and then a jacket. Let me just get the jacket. Hold on one second, guys. I need to show my friend what I'm wearing. This is what I'm wearing. So I've got blue jeans, this green jacket, like this, like simple, and yeah, and then lips. I might go nude, Nat. Sorry, I'm talking to my girlfriend here because she's picking me up in an hour. We're gonna go for dinner, and she's asking me what she's wearing. Don't wear anything too glamorous, babe. Ah, thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm still getting used to my hair because I've always been blonde and now my hair is darker. It's a bit. Where were we? Hold on one sec. Legs. Oh, Fox Travel legs for you. I like nice legs on a woman, long and beautiful and or with like a nice, like sexy, like yummy, I like legs. Um, Face that projects feminine energy. Okay, Johnson, do you feel like my face projects feminine energy? Because I wonder, define feminine energy. What is feminine energy? I don't get it. What is it? Tell me. I'm sure important anyway. Personality. By the way, boys, is personality plays part anywhere, or it doesn't matter? Uh, what else have we got here? Like the jacket. Oh, thanks, Simon. Thank you. Thanks, darling. By Project Pino, your comment is held for review. Let me open it. I don't know why YouTube does it. One time I went to a store in Vancouver. The young sales lady had such a big, voluptuous boobs, half India, half, offered me to buy one of the jacket. Literally took out my wallet, bought it. So you guys think that boobs is important, like are important, right? We didn't say about the size. Oh, at least I think C is a good size, C or D, because if it's an EF, it's probably a bit too much in my point of view. You know, sometimes it could look vulgar, you know. Um, Hair is extremely important. Oh, Johnson, I love a woman who can pull off at least three different hairstyles. Ooh, okay. Oh, my hair is amazing. So good color. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I've cut it so short. I've never had such a short hair because always my hair is like to here, like my waist size. This is very short for me, but I've cut it because I'm going to travel in Asia. I don't want it to be too kind of high maintenance. And this color will wash off. I just wanted to try something different to let my hair rest. But it's very unusual. Every time I walk past the mirror, I'm like, shit, is that me? You know, it's like very unusual. But can I just tell you, every time I change my hair darker, I get in a serious relationship. I would literally, I looked at my history. When I'm blonde, I don't know if it's because men see blonde as more of a fun girl, or is it because I have so much personality that when I'm blonde, I'm like too full on and too much in your face, whereas when I'm darker and less sort of visible, the personality doesn't come across as full on. But every time I change my hair to dark, like darker, I have a boyfriend. So maybe this is what's coming. I'm gonna have a boyfriend soon. You guys can all celebrate. um, she was wearing a plunging neckline. OMG, my jaw dropped. Jacket was expensive, but hey, I didn't care. Well, look, why not? I'm sure the jacket was nice. Oh, Snezhna. Oh, my boobs are G size. You know the girl that's in the chat, Snezhna? I actually know her. I know her from 𝐑𝐞𝐿. She's got massive boobs. I think she's gonna hate me for this now. Literally, because Snezhna, I remember your boobs are like this. Are you single, by the way? I bet I'm gonna find you a boyfriend now. And I'm gonna charge you, boys. If you want her details, I'm gonna charge you. But she's a very beautiful woman. Also, she dances very well. So you know what they say: when you dance and move well, that means that's what you like in the bedroom. I don't know. That's what they say. What else have we got here? Yummy. Right, Alan's messages held for review. Let me open this. Woman has to have a personality. If women's boobs are big, they become distracting from the conversation. A good size of the boob is 34B or 34C. Alan, you're so precise. So precise. I'm 34, by the way, but I'm not going to say the cup size. Um, Johnson, when you're not upset at the Thailand dating, you can pull off the feminine energy. I work around boss bitches and I use humor to test them to see if they have the natural feminine side. Okay, so I am feminine, but not when I'm slagging off men. But look, you need, for me, I think you need to be able to do both, to be feminine, to be masculine, to be funny, to be serious. This is what yeah, I could be so many Natalias, you know. I can be sensitive. I can be full on aggressive and stand up for myself and tell somebody to fuck off, you know. Yeah, for me, I think it's good to be different, you know, and it's good to show different sides to you, not just the feminine, the one that sits and like moves the eyelashes, you know, that's also for me boring. If I was a guy, I want to see a feminine, but sometimes I want her to show a bit of feistiness. Otherwise, I think I'll just get bored if she's always like that. Yes, babe. Okay, babe. Where are we going, babe? Like, no, I want somebody with a bit of oomph. Snezhna is still big. So your boobs are still big. Because I had massive boobs when I was young. And then I've lost weight and they're not so big now. I can't think very well if the boobs is just plunging. I love you too, darling. Uh, think you're gonna look hot with blonde highlights. But I was blonde, Foxtrot. Have you not seen my channel? I was actually blonde. This is more than my natural hair. I'm gonna mix it up. Anyway, it's washes off. I just want to try something different. Yeah, I was blonde, and maybe I will mix it and have it. Anyway, it's not. This live is not about my hair. It's about pulling women. So, what else? I always approach the RBF. What does it mean, RBF? Girls that no guys will dare talk to, okay, because they are usually the most feminine and testing the confident guys. Yeah, for me, guys, let's summarize our conversation so far. Confidence, smell, shut up, ask her questions. This is a summary, bullet points. Ask her questions, pay eye contact, don't stare at her lips or boobs, don't be too full on, don't give her straight away everything. Like, don't text her the next morning at 9 a.m. Oh, it was a lovely evening. Give us space. We like to be chased, but you know, balance is a key. Show us you like us, but don't tell us, oh my god, I want you to be a wife and have my kids, you know. Oh, Naibra, now please ask the guys what they prefer when women wear what, dress, skirt, or what. Right, here we go, guys. So we spoke about boobs, but I mean, I know we've got 20, 25 people in this live, and I would like your comments, guys, after this live. So once I finish this live, and this video will be watched again, please comment below, because I'm genuinely interested in your guys' opinion. So we spoke about the face, actually wasn't mentioned that much. So if I'm a woman, I'm just thinking to myself now, so I need to show a bit of chest, right? Uh, I need to have a little bit of leg on show. Obviously, work on my ass in the gym so it's nice and perk. Let's talk about dress sense. Right. 18 people in the chat now, or 18 people watching live. Guys, please comment. What do you prefer that women wear? What do you prefer? What do you want us to wear? I personally like a woman to wear a dress and a skirt. You know, this style now that's oversized, very masculine, flats. If I was a guy, I'm thinking like, well, she's wearing what I'm wearing, you know? Also, I don't like when too many things are on show. Project Pino, you said that she had a low cut top and that made you to buy a jacket, blah, blah, blah. I want things to be left for imagination. I mean, I'm not a guy, so I'm just sharing you my view. Um, but tell me, what do you want? Guys, please comment. I want everybody to comment what you want women to wear. What do you like a woman to wear? Right, show. Snezhna, I can't lose weight, fatty. Oh, listen, my weight goes up and down. I'm always 5 kg up, down, up, down, up, down, and I bloody hate it. HT, thanks for making this live. I think I was the one that's inspired the topic. It's a big issue for me. Okay, HT. HT, can you ask questions, please? Start asking questions, because when you ask me direct questions, then I can respond to them, because I don't know, guys, what you struggle with. So please, let's do it. You all ask questions now, and I'm going to respond to your questions, what you guys struggle with, and give you some simple, not what do you call it, instructions, guidelines, bullet points that you can refer to. And this live will be saved and available on my channel. So if you ever need a bit of inspiration, a bit of confidence boost, then you can put me on and on the background and watch it whilst you're getting ready. Right, what else have we got here from Johnson? 95% of Russian women have RBF. when they first meet them. What does it mean, RBF? I don't get it. Can you actually say what R and B and F stands for? Only 35% in the US. So Russia would be paradise for me. I like to earn the attraction from a girl. I just wonder, Johnson, how old are you? This is my first question. And second, what is your profession? What do you do for living? I really want to know this for my own research. Alan, a nice, smart, simple dress, but not tarty. So you like class. Simon, active wear. Ooh, is that why you like me? Or you liked me? Because I used to wear active wear 24/7 when in Thailand. No sporty stuff. Really? Do you see how different the opinions are? Hmm, interesting. Kanda, I don't know if you've heard of a famous psychologist named Sadia Khan. She says that when women are in love, they will start playing games with a man. What is Natalia's take on this? True. I think it's true. Because every time, if I like a guy, I'm actually working on this now. This is my development needs right now, development in my development plan. I become this crazy person when I'm like, oh, I'm not going to text him today. I want him to miss me. I'm only going to text him tomorrow and I'm going to reply in a short way because I want him to miss me. And when I don't give a fuck about a guy, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I don't want to play games and I don't like when guys play games because then I just like, nah, I'm not interested. I'm too old for this. I think at certain age, it's appropriate to play games and you want a bit of game, a bit of chase. But when you're older, sometimes I feel like I don't want to waste my time anymore. I'm 38. I don't have time for the game. I still want him to um not be so, how can I say? I want him to be a little bit mysterious. Yeah, I don't want him to open and be open like a book, so I understand everything. I want a bit of puzzle, yeah, but not too much. When it's too much puzzle, it's off-putting because I'm like, oh bloody hell, he's such a pain in the ass. Like I don't need that. Um, Also, another thing as well, guys, don't text forever. Like we women, we okay to text for a couple of days, but when it's over a week and there's no movement, there's no action, again, we lose interest. And like I said, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be anything like, oh my God, wow, you need to take me to this five-star Michelin star restaurant. No, it could be a nice lunch, anything. So, yeah, what else have we got here? Oh, this is the explanation of the RBF. Guys, this is very interesting. RBF is the rest bitch face. Maybe Russian women have a. Do you know what? Yeah, I agree. I think Russian women do have they are RBF, the rest bitch face. But inside, we're very soft. I always say we like a Easter egg, hard on the inside or on the outside, soft on the inside. So just approach us, guys. Swear to you, approach us, and we'll be fine. Oh, it's your ex, Johnson, rest beach face. My ex taught me that phrase. Yeah. So, any other questions there? Tell me, please use the chat box on the right hand side. Ask me questions. What is it that you struggle? What is it that you struggle? Sex. Let's talk about sex actually. Guys, actually, nobody answered about I'm surprised that not many men said that they like high heels. Do you boys not like high heels or what? First date ideas. First date ideas. Walk is always good. Coffee is always good. Um, if it depends what she likes. If she's a sporty girl, hike is nice. Um, Yeah, walk. I think walk is always good. A zoo. I don't know, like something is not cinema. Don't do cinema. Like we need to talk. Cinema is at later stage. Yeah, lunch, something during the day. Not all, it doesn't have to be in the evening because I think evening it's always puts a bit more pressure where you're like, oh, this is a fancy dinner. We have to sit like this. Oh, I'm gonna need to use a fork and a knife. If it's just a coffee and a cake and or a nice just a lunch, I think you come across a lot more natural. I think sometimes making something too serious in the beginning could also affect you and your performance that because you'll be more nervous. Oh, high heels is a thumbs up. Thank God. So love high heels. I like high heels. So if you had to choose flats and the heels on the girls, do you know what? I think I can do a poll here. One momento. Oh, wait. Super chat. Hmm, no. How do I do a poll here? I don't know how to do it. I need to look into it. Don't know how to do it. Because I thought there is an option to do a poll. Oh, start a poll. Here we go. What do you prefer? Ah, no. No, no, no. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Do you like high heels? Prefer. Right. Start poll. Oh, here we go. Right. There is a poll, guys. So if you say yes, you prefer high heels. If you say no, then it doesn't really matter. So please vote because that would be interesting to see for me. Yeah, let's vote. Let's have a look. I'm actually going to wear high heels now for tonight. Right. Simon Tasker, if you go for a meal, who should pay? Are you fucking kidding me with this question, Simon? You, you pay. You ask me for dinner, you pay. And guys, if you ask for 50-50, a nice woman will never see you again. This is yeah, especially first date. You don't do that. You never ask to pay. When the waiter brings the, do you know what I would suggest you do? You at the end of the dinner or when the desserts have ordered and you've ordered a bottle of wine, never order a glass. That's cheap. Order a bottle. Don't do that. Um, and this is what surprised me when men wants a 10 out of 10, a woman, and then they're not prepared to put 10 out of 10 in that woman. You get what you deserve. You want to go 50-50, then you're going to get that type of woman. You want a stunner, you want a 10 out of 10, then you pay for dinner. You know, what I would suggest, which I love this myself, there's always that awkward feeling, especially when you are in Europe, in the West, where men sometimes expect you to pay half, um, which is ridiculous. It's beyond. For me, I'm like, you're not a man. You're just my girlfriend because we women pay 50-50 when we go for dinners and lunches. Men, when you ask us out, don't do that. What I love when men do, when he would go to a toilet towards the end of the evening and then he would pay straight away somewhere at the bar and ask the waiter not to bring the bill and he pays. I love that move. And when we finish the dinner and I'm like, oh, did you ask for a bill? And the guy says, darling, I've already taken care of this. I like this because I'm like, oh, he's so considerate. I don't need to give him signs. I don't need to tell him what to do. I don't need to feel awkward when sometimes, do you know what I had once? I was in a restaurant, the waiter, I almost wanted to make an official complaint after that. The waiter brings the bill and gives and puts it more on my side. I was offended. I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Why are you putting the bill on my side? You need to put it either in the middle or on the men's side, not on my side." I mean, when we husband and wife, yeah, I've paid before for my boyfriend when I said, "Oh, I'm taking you out, I'm treating you." That's different. What we talking about here, first stage, when you dating. Oh, 83% yes. So it's not 100% yes. I'm surprised. Guys, can you still see a pool? 83% saying high heels, not 100%. I'm surprised at that. Hmm. Thanks, Alan. Let me just read a comments if I haven't missed out on anything. Simon, have I answered your question? Do you know what? You did not come across the type of guy who would expect a woman to pay. Hmm. I thought you would be a guy who would just pay. I was mistaken about you. Hmm. Thanks to Alan, I have decided to wear simple bodycon pale green dress tonight. Oh, Nat, you're gonna look all proper dress up, and I would wear jeans and a jacket. Hmm. Johnson, I'm in my 40s. Okay. In your 40s, early 40s or late 40s. Done sales, marketing, market research for 24 years. Okay. We did several studies about declining social behaviors and relationship in the US and Western Europe. Oh, interesting. Are you single, Johnson? Koch Johnson, are you single? Let me know. Yes, high heels, classy shoes. Okay. Men should always pay. Exactly. Exactly. I've never let a woman pay for anything in my life, besides when I'm in committed relationships. Yeah, I mean, it's okay for a woman to pay. Don't get me wrong. I've paid before for my guy when we go for dinners or lunches, or if we're on holiday, I pay for something. It's okay, but not in the first period. The dating period. Men pay. That's my view. That's my view. I always pay for the first date, but don't get beyond that. What do you mean? So you pay, but then she doesn't have a second date with you. I usually end up being used as a meal ticket. Okay. I'm thinking about going for more coffee dates to not get used for a meal at first. Yeah, do that. Do coffee, like go to Starbucks, get a coffee. What I would suggest, HT, when you get in the coffees, ask her. I actually had that this week. I went for a coffee with someone. Or he asked me if I fancy a walk and a coffee, and I said, yeah, okay. So we get to this place to get a coffee, and he kind of turns around and he was like, oh, do you fancy something sweet as well? And I thought, that is so considerate, even though it's a coffee, which is €3. Like everybody can afford that, right? He offered something else. Of course, I don't want, because I'm already pigging out enough during this festive season. And I swear to you, I've put these jeans before they were too big for me. Only 2 months ago, they were too big for me. It's tight now. So I think I've gained weight again, which I'm paranoid about. But it was just a nice suggestions for him to say, oh, would you like a nice cake? Like they had an area there with cakes and stuff. So maybe HT, when you take her for coffee, just say, oh, do you fancy something with your coffee as well? Like do something like this. I think that'd be nice. By the way, HT, you owe me a fucking coffee for all of these suggestions. Oh, my friend's going to pick me up in 15 minutes. So I think, guys, I've got another 15 minutes with you. So please ask the questions. Ask the questions whilst you have me here. Alan, you have to put the work and effort into a lady you are interested in and make her feel special. I wouldn't even question the bill and pay it. Alan, but also there's a borderline, because if you're doing it too much, you're coming across as a creep. I'm not talking about you personally as a creep. Don't do it too much. Don't do it too much. Simon, I was just throwing it out there. Oh no, thanks. Because I thought you coming across as a type who would pay. And when you asked this question, I was like, so if you ask me out, Simon, I'd be like, what, you would expect me to pay half? Like, ain't gonna happen. By the way, I was fortunate enough in my life, I've never been asked to pay. Never. Do you know what? I can't even imagine what I would feel like if guys said, "Oh, can you pay half?" I would pay, but I would block him immediately as soon as he takes me back home and I get in. I'll block him straight away because I would think, well, if he does that now at this stage when we are dating, what's going to happen when we're going to live together where he doesn't need to graft anymore? I'll be paying for him, you know? So yeah, for me, that's a big no-no. Very off-putting. Don't want a guy like that. Do you think it's true that the average satisfaction from being in a relationship is decreasing? It was the highest in the 60s and 70s and declining from there to all-time low in the modern age. Yeah. Unfortunately, guys, I think it is. It is. And it's for me, I'm disappointed. I want, and when people like get divorced, I truly feel like, oh, why, they have kids, why is this like this? I am an old romantic, I think I still believe in a family unit. In Latvia is actually very, very strong. That's why I think a lot of guys in the West want to marry a woman, Eastern European woman, because our understanding and our perception of the family unit is still there, not like in the West where people only want a part-time relationship. They don't want a full-time relationship. Yeah, for me, it's all a bit messed up. Yeah, it's sad actually. It makes me feel sad. What should a man wear on a date? Depends what date. Of course, if we're gonna go for a walk in the park and you show up, in a suit, then I'll be thinking, bloody hell, he's a gypsy. Like he's trying too hard. Think about the occasion. Sometimes, yeah, think of the occasion. If you're going for dinner, these kind of things, the roll necks like this, I like this on men. Roll neck, navy is a great color. I think it works for everybody. A nice jacket, the jacket that I just showed you, something like a blazer, a roll neck, white short sleeve, white long sleeve shirt always works a magic. You could wear a nice t-shirt with no print. Don't wear print, just simple, basic. Don't wear pink fucking color. Sometimes when I see men wearing pink color, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, if you think that that's going to attract me, no, that's putting me off. Navy, brown, dark green, black, white shirt, simple, nice jeans. If you need help with choosing what to wear, go to the store, find any woman, sales assistant, ask her to help you. Say, look, I need 5 pair of trousers. What works for my figure? What is the right length? Often men get the wrong fit, first of all, either too tight or too baggy, or the wrong length. I'm like, mate, this is not your length. Are you a rapper or something? Do you understand what I'm saying when it's all like creased at the bottom? And I'm just thinking, you can't go for 34 length. Your length is 32. Do you know? So ask a woman. I'm sure you guys have girlfriends. Like I have a lot of men friends where if they call me and say, Nat, I need your help, I said, you treat me for lunch, but yeah, let's do it. And I would help them. I'd go and help them to choose the right trousers, the right jacket, but blazer work like Google. Go on Pinterest. Oh, you HT just asked, said thank you. You owe me a coffee, please. Actually, on my channel, there is a button that you can press and you can get me a coffee. So if anybody wants to get me a coffee, go on my channel and in the information, I'll show you. It says coffee on you. So here's my channel. Press links, the fourth link that says coffee on you. If you press on that, you can treat me for a coffee. If you are grateful and thankful for all the information that I've given you. Where was I earlier? What should a man wear? We said, uh, What's this? I'm in my mid 40s. I don't tell anyone at first to see the reaction on their face when I tell them because I look at least 10 years younger. Oh, with all your hair. So I have no issues meeting girls. Okay. Yeah, age is just a number anyway. I don't like when people talk about the age. I don't like it. It's like it doesn't matter. I can pull a 20-year-old if I wanted to, but I just don't find him very interesting to talk to because they're very immature. I like brain. I like the guy to have a brain, not just a body. And Natalia, given a solid advice. Thank you, darling. But I have a similar problem that I've talked about. I have troubles meeting quality women, and I'm tired of being used by girls for hookups in America. Why don't you guys use a what do you call it? A paid site where someone would filter it through and find you a good woman? Obviously, if you can afford it, Johnson, just do that. I had a neighbor in UK. He used a paid site to find a wife, and they found him a wife in Ukraine, a beautiful woman. Kind of, I think age gap wasn't that much. I think 7 years or something like that. And they had a happy marriage. It depends. I know a lot of women use men for gifts and financial kind of side, but you also have sex with them women. So exchange of services. Do you know what I mean? So thank you for your help, Natalia. In case you need a translator, guys, yes, that's what it means. HT just typed in Russian. That's what it means. I'm fat, okay, 35, and date more women than ever before. Life is beautiful. Stan, good on you, darling. But if you're fat, you're not going to live many years. That is the only problem. Your health, you know. So being fat is not a good thing, I don't think. I mean, do you feel great being fat? When I'm fat, I don't feel great. Yes, I still have attention. It doesn't really matter, but it's about how I feel. I don't like to be fat. Um, right, what else we got to take out Natalia for dinner? A project. How is he going to take me out for dinner when he's not in Latvia? Simon, what does it mean if you try and talk to two women, okay, and they pour a pint of lager over your head like happened to me before? Was she drunk? I mean, I wouldn't like that. I think that's a very weird behavior. If she's pissed, okay, I understand that. If she's on drugs, okay, I understand that. But if she's sober and she does that, Simon, I'd run away from this woman. But I know you're a joker, so maybe women just joke with you like that. I've done that before as well, actually, a few years ago. I've done that on with a guy. So yeah, give her another chance. What is the ideal age gap? For me, I think 10 years is 10 years up and 10 years down. So for me, I think that is still acceptable. You're still gonna like kind of the same music, appreciate the same things. When it's more than that, I think there could be some issues. Yeah, that's my opinion. Have you ever met a man who just blow your world and totally been a husband until, if he has described him? Yes, I have met some guys like that. He was younger, a few years younger, tall, good looking, good health, good manners, hardworking, ambitious, someone that I can bring and introduce to my friends, that I'm not embarrassed of him, well spoken, like sport. Yeah, but then he had other issues, so we couldn't continue. Or maybe it was me, maybe it was my problem, maybe I was, to be honest, maybe I think it was my fault, to be honest, looking back at it. But yeah, I have met guys before in my life when I thought, oh, he's a proper husband material. But yeah, but something didn't work out. So anyway, what do you mean by exchange of services when you talk about sex? Does women not enjoy it? We do enjoy it. We do enjoy it. But when I give sex to a man, I don't just want just sex from him. I want more things from him because I've given him sex. I want him to get me gifts. I want him to surprise me. I want to him to have some romantic evenings with me, when I give him sex. I want more in exchange. I don't just want sex from him. I want more. Oh, HT, did you send me a coffee? Oh, this is so nice of you. Guys, if anyone wants to treat me a coffee, because I love coffee, I had three today. You can do it on my channel. There is that button. Just press on it and you can give $2, $3, $4, whatever you feel is acceptable and you can afford, of course. So it's all comes down to affordability. I don't want to ask people for anything if they can't afford it. Guys, unfortunately, I need to get ready because my friend is picking me up in 4 minutes. So I need to put lipstick and I need to have a wee, and we're going to a restaurant. I'm going to do another live. Keep all these questions. It looks like this subject is very, very popular. I will do another live, maybe tomorrow, maybe a day after. Hi, is divorce a common in Latvia? Oh, there's too many things to read. I'm not going to have time now. But I thank you guys I'm going to enjoy my dinner. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It means a lot to me. Subscribe, turn the notification button. I want you to participate in my lives. This makes it so much interesting when I can have a two-way conversation, not just me talking to myself. Please give me more ideas for the lives. I always do what you ask me to do. And then thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed my advice. I've tried to be as honest as possible, as direct as possible, as open as possible. So I hope you appreciate that. And I'll speak to you very soon, guys.